Hi, I'm Zaria. After 40 years of pinching pennies and building my real estate portfolio, I finally had enough to buy my dream home, a historic Victorian mansion on Magnolia Avenue that I'd been eyeing for decades. I decided to keep it quiet until renovations were complete, telling only my son Marcus about my purchase. Mom, this place is incredible, Marcus said, walking through the grand foyer with its crystal chandelier and marble floors. I can't believe you finally got it. I've waited a long time for this, honey. I want everything perfect before I tell the rest of the family, I replied, running my hand along the antique banister. The East Wing still needs work, but in 3 months, I'm throwing a proper housewarming. Brianna would love to see this. She's been talking about historic homes ever since she started that interior design course. I hesitated, remembering how my daughter-in-law had borrowed my vintage jewelry for a photo shoot last year, only to return it 3 months later with 2 pieces missing. Let's keep it between us for now, Marcus. You know how I feel about surprises. Sure, Mom. Your secret's safe with me, he promised, pulling out his phone. Mind if I take a few pictures for inspiration? Brianna and I are thinking about remodeling our kitchen. Just don't share them, okay? Especially not with Brianna. I love her, but that girl has never kept a secret in her life. Marcus laughed. That's not entirely fair. But don't worry, I won't tell her. 3 weeks later, I was having coffee with my best friend Lorna at our usual spot downtown when she gave me a curious look. So, when were you planning to tell me about your mansion? I thought we didn't keep secrets, she said, stirring her latte with unexpected intensity. I nearly choked on my coffee. What are you talking about? The Victorian on Magnolia. Brianna's been showing everyone the virtual tours on her Instagram. She's calling herself the Mansion Maven now, charging people for design consultations inside your house. My stomach dropped. She's what? Lorna pulled out her phone and showed me Brianna's Instagram page. There she was, my daughter-in-law, posing in my half-renovated library, giving detailed tours of rooms that weren't even finished, telling followers about investment opportunities and exclusive design packages. Oh, there's more, Lorna continued, scrolling through posts. She told everyone it's her investment property, that she's flipping it for a major profit. She's taking appointments to show people through it. How is she even getting in? I asked, my hand shaking as I set down my cup. Doesn't Marcus have a key? For the renovation crews? I nodded slowly, piecing it together. He has the only spare. He promised he wouldn't tell her. Well, either he told her or she found it. But Zaria, honey, she had 30 people through your house yesterday. I only know because my niece signed up for the tour. She's charging people to tour my house? My voice rose enough that heads turned at nearby tables. $20 a person, and another $50 if they want a personalized design consultation in the space? I stood up, grabbing my purse. I need to talk to Marcus, now. What are you going to do? Lorna asked, concern etching her features. I don't know yet, but this ends today. She did what? Marcus exclaimed when I confronted him at his office, showing him Brianna's Instagram page. Mom, I swear I had no idea. I took those photos but never showed them to her. Then how did she get them? And more importantly, how is she getting into my house? Marcus ran his hands through his hair, a nervous habit since childhood. I keep the key in my desk drawer at home. She must have found it. And the photos? They're on my cloud account. She knows my password. He looked genuinely distressed. Mom, I'm so sorry. I'll talk to her right away. No, I said firmly. I'll handle this myself. I want to understand exactly what she's been doing in my house. I called Brianna immediately, my voice carefully controlled. Brianna, it's Zaria. I'd like to meet you for lunch today. Are you free? Oh, Zaria! I'm actually hosting a design workshop today. Can we do tomorrow instead? At the Victorian on Magnolia Avenue? I asked pointedly. A long pause followed. How did you... I'll see you there in 30 minutes. Don't cancel on your guests. I'd like to meet them. I arrived to find a group of 8 women following Brianna through my dining room. She froze when she saw me standing in the doorway. Ladies, this is my mother-in-law, Zaria, she stammered. She's, consulting on the project. Actually, I said, smiling at the group, I'm the owner of this property. The women looked confused, glancing between us. Zaraya, can we talk privately? Brianna asked, her voice strained. After your tour, please continue showing these ladies around my home. Brianna's face flushed as she awkwardly led the group through the remaining rooms, her usual confident patter replaced by nervous rambling. After the women left, I confronted her in the kitchen. How long have you been doing this, Brianna? It's not what you think, she began, twisting her wedding ring. I just saw an opportunity to build my brand. People love these tours, and I'm getting design clients from them. By lying about owning my property? By charging for access to a house you have no right to enter? I was going to tell you once I had enough clients. I could have helped with the redesign. This could have been a partnership. A partnership requires consent from both parties, Brianna. You stole my son's key, invaded my privacy, and lied to dozens of people. I wasn't stealing. I was borrowing the space temporarily. Marcus takes your side on everything, so I knew he wouldn't understand my vision. I laughed without humor. Your vision? Of committing fraud in my name? It's not fraud. I never claimed to be you. I just implied I had investment interests in the property. You told people you owned it. I said I was involved with it, which technically... Stop. Just stop. I held up my hand. I'm leaving now. I expect every post about this house removed from your social media immediately. And the key returned to me, not to Marcus, to me, by the end of the day. Zaraya, please. My reputation is at stake. I've promised tours through next month. I have clients who've paid deposits. That sounds like a problem you created for yourself. As I was leaving, I ran into Dexter, my longtime handyman who was there to finish the library shelving. Everything okay, Miss Zaraya? You look upset. Dexter, how quickly can you change every lock in this house? The next morning, I met with Victor, my attorney of 20 years, at his downtown office. Let me get this straight, he said, leaning back in his leather chair. Your daughter-in-law has been conducting unauthorized tours of your property, charging admission, and falsely representing herself as having ownership interest. Exactly, and she's still refusing to take down the social media posts. She claims she'll lose credibility with her followers. She should be more worried about fraud charges, Victor said, making notes. Have you spoken with your son about this? Multiple times. He's horrified, but he's caught in the middle. Brianna has convinced him that I'm overreacting and damaging her entrepreneurial journey. Entrepreneurial journey, Victor repeated with a raised eyebrow. That's an interesting way to describe trespassing and fraud. My phone buzzed with a text from Lorna. She's at it again. Just posted a special exclusive tour for tomorrow morning. My niece got the notification. I showed Victor the message. I changed all the locks yesterday, I said. How is she still planning tours? Victor frowned. She might be bluffing to save face, or she made copies of the key before I got it back. I suggest we document everything. If she shows up tomorrow with paying customers, we'll have grounds for a restraining order at minimum. The next morning, Lorna and I parked down the street from the mansion and waited. Sure enough, at precisely 10 a.m., Brianna pulled up in her white SUV with 3 women in the car. Unbelievable, I muttered as we watched her approach the front door confidently, designer purse swinging from her arm. She tried her key, then tried again, then moved to the side door. After several minutes of increasingly frantic attempts, she turned to her waiting clients with a bright, forced smile. Let's approach her, I suggested to Lorna. I want to hear how she explains this. As we walked up the driveway, I could hear Brianna's excuses. The contractors must have changed the locks without telling me. So unprofessional. Let me make a quick call. No need, I called out. I changed the locks, Brianna. As the legal owner of this property, that's my right. The 3 women looked between us, confusion evident. Ladies, I addressed them directly. I'm Zaraya Taylor, the actual owner of this house. I'm afraid you've been misled. This woman has no ownership interest or permission to be on these premises. Zaraya, you're embarrassing me, Brianna hissed, stepping toward me. We can discuss this privately. Like how you privately took paying clients through my home without permission? Or privately represented yourself as having ownership of my property? One of the women stepped forward. Is this true? We each paid $75 for this consultation. I'm afraid it is, I confirmed. And I suggest you consider reporting this fraud to your credit card company. This is ridiculous, Brianna snapped, her composure cracking. You're trying to ruin me because you've always been jealous of my success. What success, Brianna? The success of stealing access to my property? Of lying to these women? Mom, stop it! Marcus's voice came from behind us. He rushed up the driveway, clearly having been called by Brianna. You're making a scene. A scene? Your wife has been committing fraud using my property, and I'm making a scene? She made a mistake. She's apologized. Why are you trying to destroy her business? It's not a business, Marcus. It's a scam. Brianna burst into tears, clinging to Marcus. See how she treats me? After everything I've done to help her. I was going to surprise her by having design plans ready for when she moved in. That's not true, one of the client women interjected. You told us you bought this house as an investment property and were flipping it. Brianna's tears stopped abruptly. I never said that exactly. You must have misunderstood. I have the text messages, the woman replied, pulling out her phone. And the receipt where it says, Tour of Brianna's Magnolia Mansion. So unless your name is on the deed somewhere? Brianna lunged for the woman's phone. Give me that. In the scuffle that followed, Brianna shoved the woman hard enough that she fell against the porch railing, breaking one of the decorative spindles. That's assault, Lorna said calmly, already dialing 911, and destruction of property. I can't believe you pressed charges, Marcus said 3 weeks later in my newly completed sunroom. Your own daughter-in-law? I didn't press the assault charges. Her client did. I only filed for trespassing and fraud. The police had arrested Brianna that day. Investigation revealed she'd collected over $3,000 from clients for unauthorized tours and consultations. She's facing serious consequences, Mom. Her business is ruined. She might even serve time. Actions have consequences, I replied. She had multiple opportunities to stop and make amends. Instead, she doubled down and assaulted someone. She's still family. Family doesn't exploit family. I love you, but she violated my trust, my privacy, and the law. What am I supposed to do? She's my wife. That's for you to decide, but I've made my decision. Brianna is not welcome in my home. Ever. Mom. It's non-negotiable. There are 26 rooms here. Plenty of space for you and I to see each other, but not her. After Marcus left, Lorna visited with a housewarming gift. A stained glass lamp from my library. When's the big reveal party? She asked as we toured the completed rooms. 2 weeks from Saturday. Everyone's invited except Brianna. Have you heard from her? She sent a tearful voicemail begging forgiveness. Said she's learned her lesson. And nothing. She's only sorry because she got caught. The doorbell rang. I checked the security camera, Brianna on the porch with a gift bag. It's her, I told Lorna. 3rd time this week. Are you going to answer? No. She can leave it on the porch. We watched as Brianna set down the bag and left a note before departing. Aren't you curious what she brought? Lorna asked. Not enough to invite her back into my life, I replied. Some violations can't be undone with gifts. Later, I found an expensive crystal vase with a note. I'm truly sorry. Please forgive me. Family is everything. Love, Brianna. I donated it to charity the next day. 3 months later, my mansion was fully renovated with a state-of-the-art security system. Marcus visited alone twice monthly, never mentioning Brianna's name. I heard she'd completed community service and paid restitution. Her design career was finished. She'd taken a job at her father's insurance company, far from the glamorous future she'd planned. Sometimes I wondered if I'd been too harsh. Then I'd remember her in my kitchen, defending her right to exploit what was mine, showing no remorse until consequences appeared. Some lessons cost more than others. Brianna learned that trust, once broken, is like a priceless antique vase. No matter how carefully you try to glue the pieces back together, the cracks remain visible forever. Have you ever had someone betray your trust so completely that forgiveness seemed impossible? What would you have done in my position? Leave a comment and let me know if Zaria made the right choice. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories of family drama and sweet revenge.